Yo, 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 what's good, y'all? It's Duke Boy. This is the Duke Boy Show. The word for the day for the youth is stay out of trouble. Trouble is easy to get into and hard to get out of. Y'all stay tuned. Yo, it's Duke Boy. Speaking directly to the youth right now. There's no place like home. Yeah, you heard it in The Wizard of Oz. And I'm going to tell you why I say that. And I'm about to tell you why I say there's no place like home. It's not a game. It's not a game, man. And black men, I'm speaking more or less to you. You know what I'm saying? Let me take all this off so you can see my eyes and all that. I'm speaking to you because when it come to y'all, us, the prison, state and federal prison industries, they getting paid. There's a clause inside of the 13th Amendment that says, in so many words, slavery and the slave trade has been abolished in all of its ways. And it has one word, except for the punishment of a crime. In other words, you commit a crime, we can enslave you again. We can lock you up, put you in chains, feed you slavery type food, have you working in these plants. They got one in the federal system called Unicor. Have you working in these plants for pennies on the dollar, like 8 cents an hour, and yeah, 8 cents an hour. So at the end of the month, you might get about $30. You know what I'm saying? 100 if you you're working hard and the supervisor like you and all that kind of stuff. So, it's not a game. It's not a game. So, when I was a juvenile, I had my share of, running the streets, committing crimes, thinking I know it all, I was trying to impress the crowd that I was rolling with. Like we all do when we're young. We're trying to impress people. We're trying to, thinking we got things figured out, but we don't. We're too young. We have to listen to our elders and trust and know and believe that when that judge hit that gavel and says 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, life, they mean what they say. Them laws that Congress write into law give those judges authority to hit that gavel, which looks like a hammer, the same gavel that they was using when they was auctioning off slaves from one slave owner and plantation to the next. Yeah, that same gavel. And when they auction your life off, mama can't help you, daddy can't help you, brother, sister, uncle, whoever you feel like is love and they've been there for you in your life, none of them can help you. That judge hit that gavel and said how much time you got, and that's it. That's all. The only hope that you get from coming home early after they give you a time is if you beat your case on appeal. You have a thing called a direct appeal. As soon as you get your time, you have within 9 to 12 months to file a direct appeal, and they'll answer. They give you an answer. Might not be the answer you want to hear, but they'll give you an answer. And then you have in the federal system, you have informants. And what the informants does, they give up reliable, valuable information that the government may want in exchange for a time cut. They'll cut their time in half. That's in the federal system. The state system doesn't operate like that. So, wake up. Wake up. Because this is your life. You have a choice to determine how you spend your life on this planet, on Earth. It's all on you. It's all on you. And to the parents, a lot of y'all are at fault too. Give and take, some of y'all are good parents. And the reality is, some of y'all are not. Simply because you give up on your children. A lot of you are afraid of them. You know, and I don't blame this all on the parents. Don't get me wrong, but many of them. But because the law aspect of it as well, they've changed the law where they don't want you even to whip your children with belts and anything no more. Switches, they you know, because the kids, they calling the law on you now. They trying to get you for child abuse, you know, for trying to rear up the child the way that it should be. You know, like the good book says, train your child, you know, when they're young, and when they grow older, they won't depart from it. So when you have a government making laws where you can't even spank your kids when they're at fault, when they're doing wrong, you know, oh, just let us handle it. We got a judge right there for him. We'll have the judge to give him a life sentence. No, that's not the way it's supposed to be. Those are those parents' kids. Let them parents handle them kids the way, long as they're not sexually assaulting them or beating them to a bloody pulp. Let them parents raise their children. You know, when I grew up, we got our butt whooped. As a matter of fact, we got our ass whipped. I'm talking about switches, drop cards, belts, shoes, whatever our parents could get their hands on to get at you with, that's what we got. You know what I mean? So, you know, and I think that's part of the reason why a lot of kids is they're not being raised how it should be. And I blame the law. I blame the law for it. I blame some of the parents as well. So it's like, you know, but you can't give up on them. That's like giving up on yourself. That's your flesh and blood. You came together with whoever you came together with that have that son or that daughter. You can't give up on them. You give up on them, you might as well give up on yourself. And if you did that, then you might as well just go ahead and lay on in the grave and just be done with life. Yeah. But y'all know how I roll. This is Duke Boy. This is the Duke Boy Show. And I'm your host. Speaking to the youth, man, you know, and I really, if I didn't care, I wouldn't be on here speaking or trying to drop some jewels, man, based upon my experience or, you know, my thoughts with regard to solutions. Because at the end of the day, that's what we all are looking for. We're looking for solutions. You know, being angry, it clouds our vision. We need solutions. So, whatever solutions that you have, share. Come together like a community, like it used to be. You know, other people's parents used to whip our butt when we was wrong. You know, you can't do that no more. The parents don't even allow it no more. They want to fight the other parent for whipping their kid, trying to raise, doing something that you supposed to be doing. Because you gave up. Because you chasing behind another man, or you chasing behind another woman. Or you too busy at work. You can't even pay attention to your kids. They don't even get a conversation with you no more. Because you don't have time. You don't. And when they try to talk to you, you don't listen to them. You know. But you want them to listen to you. Parents, you got to tighten up too now. It ain't all on the kids. Junior caramels. But oh, there's no place like home. See how I'm sitting here eating Junior caramels. I'm not shackled down. I'm not inside of a cage looking like an animal. I'm not being mistreated. And this is freedom. Freedom is having the rights, unalienable, inalienable, God-given rights. Not man-made, but God-given. You have the rights to life, liberty, and the right to choose who you spend your life with, the right to choose how you live your life, where you live your life. But in prison, all of those choices you forfeited. You gave up because you chose to go out there and make the wrong choices. And it wasn't by mistake. People said I made a mistake. No, you made a choice to go out there and commit those crimes. It wasn't a mistake. You chose to do this. You just thought you was going to get away. But you didn't. And I was in the same frame of mind when I was 12 years old, 12 all the way up until I was 18. And thought I had things figured out. I did. I didn't have nothing figured out. I sat in that jail as a juvenile when I was 14 years old for that 1 year. Everything came back to me full force. I thought about all the jewels that people was dropping on me. Family, mostly. But it didn't do any good. I was already sentenced. I was already behind. I was already in jail. And it was too late at that moment. When you're in jail, it's too late. Some people don't make it to jail. They make it in the graveyard. They go in the graveyard. They there. And for whatever they did wrong, or, for whatever lifestyle they chose, put them in the grave. So, my thing is this, man. You ain't got to listen to me. You really don't. Probably don't know me, don't care anything about me, think I don't know what I'm talking about. Think I'm old, washed up, scared or whatever. Nah. Nah. The last thing is fear. There's no fear here. Fear never lived here. When I was committing crimes, it didn't live here. It don't live here now. Why? Why should I entertain fear? I don't. I entertain my thoughts, my brain, my heart, my spirit. And my spirit tells me that, nah, you don't have to continue to bump your head up against a brick wall. You don't have to continue to go down that path when you've already been there. You already seen it. I already seen your future. I seen where you're going by the choices you're making because I made those same choices. I can relate to you. I can identify. If you don't change your ways, if you don't turn around, guess what? There's only two places for you. Jail or the graveyard. Those are the only two choices. Now, if you think you got it all figured out, ask the ones that's in jail now. Or hit me up. I'll let you know, like I'm letting you know now. We can have a one-on-one. And you can explain how much sense you got. At the end of the day, them two choices gonna still be right there in your face that you have if you don't reroute, change your ways, and fly straight. Jail or the graveyard. When it comes to, I had a question posed to me one time by someone close to me. Like, they was thinking, asked me the question, you know, you feel like you lost out on life, you know, by you being incarcerated, you know, for those many years. No. I feel like the God that I serve allowed me to be incarcerated those many years in order for me to be an example for a lot of y'all, the youth, for me to be able to get my life in order. Yeah, it took a long time, but for some people it take more time than others, you know. And I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have never changed and switched gears. I probably wouldn't have if it wasn't for a rude awakening. Some of us need rude awakenings, and some of us make a mistake one time or you know, get tangled up one time and change. But everybody's not like that. Me, yeah, it took a rude awakening for me because that's why I say I can relate to a lot of y'all youth out there, because I've been there. I know where y'all head is at. But you gotta listen to somebody. Like I said, you ain't gotta listen to me. You gotta listen to somebody. And what better person to listen to? I mean, than somebody that's actually been through the trenches, the struggles, the pain, the drama. In prison, there's no, you know, you're not gonna have your family there like that. They're not gonna be. You might have a cousin that might be locked up with you, but you're not gonna have your family in prison with you to support you and to have your back when people come at you trying to rape you, trying to rob you, trying to whatever it is that they're trying to do, come against you with. They're not gonna have your back. And you have every kind of gang that you can think of in prison. Not this, and I'm not speaking down on gangs, because I know a lot of good men and women in gangs. They're smart, they're wise, you know, and a lot of them confessed to me, telling me that they was tricked when they at a young age, you know, to get in the game, thinking they were going to be a part of a family because their mothers and fathers wasn't there and they didn't feel like they was in a family. And they said, well, I can be a part of this family. They were simply looking for a family to be a part of. And they resulted to whatever gang they chose. And my thing is, we're all looking to be loved, respected. You know, we're looking to have a good life in society. And in order for that to happen, we have to actually make the right choices. Because if we don't, our choices will land us, like I said, once again, in jail or in the graveyard. So at the end of the day, the choice is yours. I ain't got nothing but love and respect for y'all. Like I said, if I didn't care, I wouldn't be on here trying to give you other ways, give you options. There's a lot of things. Use your talents. You have talents that you can use to get ahead in life. You know, you have skills. You can, if you don't have any of those that you feel like can make money, you work a job. Save your money. Put your money up, save it. And make investment. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. And there's a lot of things. You know, I never thought that I would actually write a book. I didn't even, you know, I never saw that coming. You know, and there's a lot of people in prison. Everybody don't write books. And I just felt my first book, I didn't publish. I still got it. I didn't publish it because I wasn't seasoned in writing at that particular time. I would have to go back and rewrite that book. Eventually it'll be put out, but you know, I didn't realize that I had so much potential to be someone better than I was when I was running the streets, committing crimes, selling drugs, robbing, carjacking, whatever, everything that I was doing. You know, and I discovered these talents later on. You know, some of y'all have talents now that you're just letting sit by the wayside. You're not investing in yourself. You're not investing the time. You're not even trying. But you can invest in it. A lot of y'all have the money to do it, and you won't do it. You just throw your money away. Don't make the same mistake I did. Don't do it. It's not worth it. You don't want to lose years and years and decades out of your life knowing that you could have did better, you know. And if you have kids, you know, a lot of y'all young, you 15, 16, you got kids too. Be a good example for your son or your daughter. Don't let them make the same mistakes that you're making now or that I've made. Learn, teach them right. I'm going to get at y'all, man. The Duke Boy Show. Y'all stay up, tap in, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Continue to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. And much love and respect, man. Y'all take care. One.